Hi crafters, this is Jerry with Crafty Stash, and I wanted to do a different type of video, and this is on scrapbooking, different than I've done before. Wanted to show you what type of scrapbooking I was into, am into. Uh, this is our 12 by 12 albums, and I have to have hundreds of layouts that I've done over the years. And they're just adorable and beautiful, and I loved taking classes and scrapbooking with my friends, and some are simple, some are not. Um, and do you see the problem? There are no pictures in these scrapbooks. There's lots of pages, but no pictures. So this is my history of scrapbooking. I started probably when I was in high school, so that's 50 years or more ago. And back then, you got a photo album book, and it just had plain pages in it, and you white glued pictures in it and paraphernalia. It's kind of like a crush book is now, ticket stubs and all sorts of things. And we love doing that. And before that, my mother, who would be 105 now, she had albums that you put the photo corners on, which is so retro now. It's so funny. People are doing it again. But the paper that they back these on were not archival. And I've had to take pictures out of her albums and put them in other albums because they disintegrated. They just fell apart. Whoops, the ghost of my mother speaking to me. Anyway, so in the 70s, then when I started putting my family's pictures in albums, we had magnetic albums, and we all remember those. And I'm telling you now, if you got any pictures in a magnetic photo album, take them out. Never buy them. They're horrible. They are not archival at all. And if you try to peel the plastic page away from the photos, you will find a lot of times you'll lose the photo, will peel off with it. It's stuck to the plastic. At the very least, it's stuck to that sticky backing that was on there that made it magnetic. So try your very best to salvage your photos and get them out of those albums. Now, let's fast forward to the 90s, and we started scrapbooking. And 12 by 12 was the size to do. Well, um, I don't know about you, but I love these and I loved doing them, but they're awfully big and they're huge and they're heavy and they're just unwieldy. So to put a few pictures in these albums, this thing probably weighs 20 pounds or more. And where am I going to store it? Where am I going to put it? And I have albums galore like that. So I have decided that I'm going to take my layouts and I'm going to cut them down into usable sizes. And there are several different sizes that you can go to. Now this particular one, these are albums that I had gotten at Tuesday morning, and they were $2.99. They're 8.5 by 11 binder style. They came with DCWB, and they came with the page protectors already in them, which is wonderful. So the picture itself, let's see, what did I do with my, oh, there it is, my ruler to see how big the full page is. It is 8.5 by 11 as far as the picture goes. Yep, 8.5 by 11. So you put an 8.5 by 11 piece of paper in there. So you've got scrap paper that you can find for that size. Perfect. These are 4 by 6s, and then it has the The 4x6s all vertical. And let's see, comes with, let's see, those are probably 3.5 by 4, 4.5, thereabouts. So different sizes in the page protectors that you can use. You can get all different kinds, all different sizes, and I have page protectors galore as well. So this is an easier size. It's not nearly as heavy, and they're inexpensive. Those albums that I bought from close to my heart they were expensive. You know, some of them were $30, and oh my goodness, no. And they were the pin kind, and I don't like those because you have to unscrew them, and nah. So binders are the way to go for me. Then I found the Scrapbooks. Close to my heart had these Scrapbooks. They were on sale at the time. I don't think they have them anymore. But if you know what a Scrapbook is, several years ago, everybody was doing Scrapbooks, and you put all your tickets in, just like scrapbooking was for me when I was in high school. So what they did is they now we have the wire bindings, and you can't take them out. They're just like a book, and which is wonderful. That's fine. But if you make a mistake, you know, you have to tear it out. So these came with little sayings on them, and you get stickers. It's like doing a planner or whatever. And cute colors. I love that. And so I started doing this with my granddaughter's pictures. Maybe a year ago. They're 4 and 2 now. And so if you don't like the page, I just covered it with scrapbook paper. And this was 10 by 6.5. So it's a good size, and I like this. And I have quite a few of these, and I may just do all of theirs like this. I don't know. Who knows? But you know, it's not about the embellishment in this case. For me, the pictures, and I did layer them in some cases. I can always put flat embellishments on here if I wish, but it wasn't about that. It was about the pictures. It was about her. So that's what I chose to do. And you know, if I came across a picture of that was kind of color that matched the colors, then I would go with that. I said my work here is done. And so anyway, I need to finish this one up, and I didn't do it in chronological order. That was on purpose. I just found the page that matched. She was in the library, so I matched it up with the typewriter and that sort of thing. So you can do an album however you wish. You don't have to stick to what somebody tells you to do or how somebody tells you to do it. Now, the other size album that I really like, and I probably would be my go-to, is the 8x6. Now, this is a binder as well with the with the page protectors in them. As you can see, it was $6.99. This is a Paper Studio, which is Hobby Lobby. It came with the page protectors in them, and let's see, I don't know how many, 12 page protectors. You can get the page protectors for a couple of dollars for 10 or 12, so it's really inexpensive. And I didn't pay $6.99 for it. I bought it on sale like for 50 or 75% off. So I bought several of these as well. And the pages are a nice size. So you're looking at an 8x6. So you can use any size paper, or whatever scraps that you have. You can use a 4x6 on these and a 3x4. So what is this, an ATC size and a 3x4? So if you have, the greatest hint that I ever got was from Stamp Girl, and Paige said how she does her papers when she has gotten into a piece of paper and it's scrap. she cuts them down to size, and she has different sizes that she cuts them down to, a few of which are 4x6s and the 3x4s. I would add to that the 8x6 because this is what I'm using, uh, 8x10 if you like. So, and then you have a file of scrap papers that you can just uh, file through, pick out the one that you like and the size that you need, and you already know what size it is. So that's a really one of the greatest tips that I've ever gotten as far as paper crafting goes. So thank you, Paige. I appreciate that. And so these are the sizes. This is another book that I had gotten from Close to My Heart. It's the same size. This did not come with any of the page protectors, but I got it on sale for a couple of dollars. I got several of those. So use the size that's right for you. However you're going to store it, however you're going to present it, because in the end, it's about your gift to somebody else. These aren't for me. These are going to be for my son and daughter-in-law and my grandkids. So down the line, this is what they're going to enjoy. And then I do photo albums for other people as well. So I don't I don't do the already, I don't make my own photo albums. I don't which I love, and I love watching how people do them and how ornate they are. But for me, it's about the pictures. It's not so much about the crafting of the album, and that's strictly me. But I love and I wish I could do all those other things. So this is just an idea. I will be having other videos on scrapbooking in a small version, not the 12x12s, because I will not be doing those anymore. And so if you want to follow me with that, if you have any questions about that, please let me know, because I would love to follow through on anything that you have a question about. I've gotten several requests. That's why I'm doing this, and that's why really I'm getting back into my scrapbooking, and which I love to do. So I hope you're doing your crafting. I hope you're using your craft materials, and we will get back together sometime soon, and I'll be sharing some more things. So in the meantime, happy crafting for you.